So, well, hello everyone from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And we just want to talk to you. We were contemplating a couple of things about what makes women entrepreneurs successful. And I'm Wilka Toppings. I'm the owner of Toppings Law Firm, a law firm I've owned for 24 years. And also the founder of Toppings Consulting Group, a Vietnamese company that I've owned for 2 years. And then my friend Celine.
Yeah, I'm Celine Ding from a managing partner of Tari Global. We're supporting Vietnamese and other Asia businesses entering to U.S. market.
All right, eh?
And I'm Maria Lugo. I am the broker owner of M.A. Lugo and Associates, which I've had for about 22 years, and the vice president of Sean Powers Realty in Houston, Texas.
So you have here 3 women that are business owners, and we just want to share with you what we think are some of the things that you must keep in mind, or the characteristics that you must keep in mind if you want to become an entrepreneur woman. What we think makes women entrepreneurs and business owners successful based on our collective experience. We have seen good things happen, we've seen bad things happen, we have seen things that we should avoid to do. So we want to share those ideas. We're just brainstorming here, sitting in Saigon in Vietnam. We decided, let's just do a video and kind of share this. You can take it or leave it if you don't like it, but this is our just honest opinion, and we're just chatting about what drives women to own a business. What are the challenges that women have? What are the things that we need to work on? What are the things we need to watch out for, right?
Yes.
Some of those things. So I was talking about, I have a big, international clientele for over many years. And I often hear people say, well, how come you have this business international? What happened? And I think the number one reason I have it, and I'm lucky to have it, is because, I had the drive to go get it. I was driven. Like that is it. For you to be an entrepreneur, and this applies to men as well, but now we're talking about women, we have to be driven, meaning we have to get out of bed every morning. We have to think about what we're going to do that day, plan our business, and then execute. Just go ahead and drive it all the way to the end. And that hunger, that drive is what makes us successful, in my opinion. Every single day I get up, every single day of my life, including Saturdays and Sundays, and I think, what am I going to do today to improve my life, my business, my career, and my finances? Every single day I think about that. And that is the drive behind my passion and what I do, the drive behind me getting in that car, getting dressed, going to visit that client, getting on that plane, going across the world, right? So that's the number one characteristic in my mind that I think could potentially help you succeed as a business entrepreneur or business owner. I don't know, Celine, what do you think?
Yeah, for myself, I think first thing is to believe in yourself. Believe that you can do something.
That's right.
That's, just go for it and stay humble, learn more. And one day, get out of the comfort zone, like Wika just said, and move forward. And you have to work hard for your dream, thinking about your dream, what you want to do to make your dream come true. And one of the things that I think you shouldn't go alone, go with the others. Like you should, enhance the collaboration. Yes,
right.
that help to go to the higher the next
right.
stage.
So we're talking about being driven, being independent, making things happen. We're talking about being not being confident, not being scared. Believe in yourself. You know who you are. You know what you're doing. You're good at it. So to go at it. The worst thing that can happen is that it doesn't work out. And then you go back maybe to your old job or a different job. That's the worst thing that's going to happen. But if you never do it, if you don't believe in yourself, then you're never going to know what happened. If you were really going to be successful, right? So, and I want to say a comment about Celine for all that don't know her. Maria and I have been in the United States pretty much all of our lives. We were educated, we train, we understand the United States is our country. So, it's difficult, but it's easy for us. Celine is a new immigrant to the United States. She's from Vietnam, and she came to the United States about 4 or 5 years ago with a very short time with a big company from Vietnam. And life gave her an opportunity to become independent, and to establish her own firm. So this woman is not someone that has been a long time in the U.S. She's still, learning her way, so to speak, although she's extremely prepared in her field of finance. But she's in a new country, completely different from her own. And yet she launches her own company and goes out there and trying to bridge Vietnam to the United States, Vietnamese companies and individuals doing business in the United States, which she's incredibly qualified to do because she has both worlds, right? So, but if you have any doubts as an American woman or someone that has been in the United States for a long time, if she can do it, you can do it. Because you have that advantage, right? So we really commend her for having the bravery, that heart to go at it and say, you know what, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna be successful, and I wanna find people that are gonna collaborate with me and help me, because I know I can't do it alone, she can't do it alone. But we get together and we can do it. Now, Maria, tell us your story a little bit, because I know you have been an entrepreneur pretty much your whole life. So what do you think is one of the most important characteristics that help you with your business development?
In addition to what these two lovely ladies said, I found that the most important thing is partnerships, surrounding yourself with supportive people.
Yes.
Okay? You cannot, unfortunately, we as women, or I don't know if it's just a woman thing, or a cultural thing, that you try to do things by yourself, and I've learned over time, you cannot do it alone. You do not have to be the expert in everything. You just have to know where to get those resources and get the information to help you complete a task, But I think relationships, collaboration, faith in yourself, having a cheerleader, an accountability partner.
That's true.
Because
That's
sometimes,
true,
we're human, and though we are entrepreneurs, though we have that drive and desire to do those things, life happens. Life truly happens, and it will knock you down, right? But you can't stay stuck. If you have people on your side that will motivate you, lift you up, encourage you, even tell you things you don't want to hear, tell you the brutal truth about what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong.
Right.
So I think the biggest thing, again, in addition to what these ladies said, is surround yourself with supportive people, keep preparing, keep reinventing yourself, get yourself educated. It does not necessarily mean you have to go back to college if you already have a degree. There's certifications, there are licenses, there are courses, there's conferences, there's all kinds of things that you can do to get better in your field, in your craft, even learning how to speak, being comfortable getting in front of a camera, getting comfortable in front of a room, right? So all those things, and again, I can't add much more to what they've said, but yeah.
Well, in my mind, one of the challenges that I've encountered throughout, my career, and I've been an entrepreneur, I've worked in many companies, so I've seen that side of it. I've worked in corporate America and in private law firms that are fairly large. And I've also been an entrepreneur. And I prefer to be an entrepreneur. I can exist in both worlds, but I am happier when I'm an entrepreneur. And yeah, I work harder. Yes, I work longer hours, but my satisfaction with my work and my lifestyle is much, much higher. Okay, that's just my personality. But there are challenges. You're alone. You feel sometimes overwhelmed. You feel like you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from,
Right.
You don't know if clients are gonna pay you. You provide a service or you sell something and you hope they pay you, things like that. But overall, when I examine the last 20-something years of my life that I've been an entrepreneur, I would not give it up for anything. I would not. Things worked out for me. Maybe not perfect. Maybe I went up and down like a zigzag. That's okay. Because every time I was down, I was learning something. And then when I was up, I was up. So, that's part of being an entrepreneur. Businesses do that too. Businesses have good years and bad years. So it's not like, don't get discouraged if you have a couple of bad years or not as you expected. Just keep at it if it makes you happy. Just keep at it and then try to diversify and try to find different ways to make money while your business stabilizes. It's not an overnight deal either. It's gonna take you time. But when you do what you love, you don't mind doing it. Okay? And let me tell you, there were times that I was in my bed terrified, where I did not know if I was gonna have the money to pay my people, my employees. I did not have enough money in the bank. And I couldn't sleep thinking, where am I gonna get money? Because I didn't have a partner, I didn't have any, and nobody giving me any money. But lo and behold, you know, I healed myself, I said a little prayer, I put things, you know, in God's hands, and the next day we would get a big payment in the door. Like all of a sudden a client paid us a big bill. I'm like, wow, it came in. I mean, at the nick of time. You know, and in 24 years, I've never missed a payroll. That's incredible. So it will happen for you. But again, if it doesn't, big deal. What we want for you is to try. If it is something that you've been thinking about, try. Because chances are it's gonna be okay. But if you never try, you don't know. So that's been the challenge for me, is just feeling overwhelmed and lonely and like nobody is helping me and just nervous and scared. But you know, it worked out very well for me. So don't feel like those feelings are not valid. They are completely valid. But you go through them and then you find solutions and you go ask for help.
Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Ask for help. I've asked for help. I've gone to somebody and say, hey, I need business. I need clients. Send me clients. I need help.
As women, we don't do that. We don't ask for the business. We don't ask for the referral.
Right. That's right.
You know, I wanted to add something to that is you're going to get criticism, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to get criticism. You're going to be judged, okay? Because people don't understand. They're thinking because you don't have to punch in and punch a clock, check in with somebody that you're playing. They don't realize you're working harder than sometimes an employee that works a set hour of job.
Oh, we definitely working harder.
Get a paycheck. They think, you know, they can call you at any time during the day because you're working from home, that, you know, your time is unlimited. It's not. So be prepared for the naysayers, be prepared for the criticism, be prepared for the infringement upon your time. You've got to be really strict and disciplined in guarding your time, your energy, and what you allow through your ears.
Yeah. What
you consume, what you listen to, the voices. You know, we're our biggest critic. We're our biggest, what we say to ourselves matters the most. And sometimes it's unrealistic. It's not even true, you know?
That's
so
right.
But
that's when you have a friend to tell you, hey, that's not true.
Exactly.
Like Celine and I talk a lot because she's a new business owner. Her business is maybe a year old, right? About a year old. And I'm a 24-year-old business owner. So I've been through what she's been through maybe 10 times or more, you know, all those growing pains. I'm growing pains here in Vietnam with a new company a year old. So she sometimes talks to me and I know what she's going through. So I can talk to her about, hey, I've seen this happen. You know, it's going to work out. You're just starting this journey and you're well positioned to do this journey. So it's kind of like therapy that we give each other. So surround yourself with entrepreneurs like yourself
who understand.
That has someone that has a little bit more experience, that has already walked the walk, you know, and that can talk to you.
That's the challenges of entrepreneurship.
So tell me, what do you think? Like, you just started a business, you know, as a new immigrant to the U.S., right? You're a green card holder now. Thank you. Welcome to America. And you're now one of us, you know, and that's wonderful. So what do you think are some of the challenges for you as a woman that is a recent immigrant to our community and your business? What are some of the challenges or difficulties that you feel like you're encountering for other women that are perhaps like you considering and they're like you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think for the startup, the first thing, you know, like I come from the big company that they have, you know, I just work and they give me paychecks. And right now I have to think about, you know, how to pay these people and my team. So that's also the challenge. But I believe in the future. I think always stay positive. Things works out. So you know, can worry sometimes, but you know, sometimes, you know, some I think just stay positive. What I should say, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn.
Sometimes you don't win. And that's okay.
Sometimes you learn. So that's lesson.
It's never a loss. It's a learning.
It's a learning. and I think what we can say is sometimes there's I think that I have something good luck to myself as well.
Yeah,
so
yes,
you know,
yes.
at some point I think everything is not work out, but then I have a big bill. The clients really
Boom,
come to
effect.
me,
Yeah, I know.
and we have
It happens.
you know, sign a deal,
big contract.
a big contract. So
Yes.
you know, just believe in yourself. There's a will. There's
the
a way.
way.
Yeah,
That's right. There's a way. There's a way. And also the drive. See, what she's talking about is that drive. That drive. Even though I don't know if I want to get paid, I don't know if this is going to work out. She's still doing it. She's still doing it. Right. Persisting and going forward and being
Yes.
positive. If you see the three of us, we're pretty positive. You know, we have gone through many bad situations. Like I said, I've been literally trembling in my bed like this, like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. But I got out of bed. I put on my makeup, I did my hair, I put on a nice dress, and I showed up, right? And I showed up, and guess what?
Things are not going to be perfect.
And guess what? A check showed up, right?
yeah, right.
And if it didn't, let's say it didn't show up, then I would find another solution. It's not the end of the world, right? So I think it's positive, being driven, positive, and then the collaboration and support between women, and it could be men too. Men are great mentors too. We're not trying to discriminate. I've had great male mentors that have mentored me and helped me. So if it's a guy that's mentoring you, good. We're not saying that it has to be a woman, but women tend to be more.
We have unique challenges.
Yeah, we have unique challenges.
We have unique challenges.
Exactly.
That's all.
So that's just the message we wanted to give you. Here's three very different. I'm a lawyer. She's a finance executive or individual, and then here's someone that sells real estate and insurance and financial services. So we're in completely different fields, and we come from completely different backgrounds, and we're different ages as well. So, but we feel exactly the same way, and we experience the same things.
And I want to say something before we sign off here is just know that life is going to happen, okay? You're going to have challenges, whether it be health, finances, family, career,
Divorces.
whatever it is, those
Yeah.
challenges, life is going to happen. Don't think because you see the reels on Facebook or Instagram, you see the highlights that's life. That's not. Those are just highlights.
Ups and downs.
Behind the scenes, there's a lot of crying, frustration, sadness. You want to give up. All of those things. Fear. But guess what? I truly believe if God gives you that dream, I'm going to call it a dream, or that desire, it's because it's possible. You don't know how it's going to come to fruition, but it's going to come to fruition. I don't believe that our Creator gives us anything that comes to mind that we can't achieve. So,
right. So we want to wish you good luck, and I don't know. I hope you like. This was completely not rehearsed.
tell them how this came about really quickly.
So we're sitting here in Ho Chi Minh City. Celine and I came from a wonderful activity with the Innovation Center in Saigon, which in my life I would have thought I'd be in that room. But it was just an incredible energy and vibe. Just start, technologies, tech people, startups, innovation. And so we're there hunting for clients, and I met a wonderful person. I met one of the top Amazon officers in Singapore. Sat next to me, like, what chance in the world would I ever get to meet someone like that? But I was just sitting there because she invited me.
And you almost didn't go because you weren't feeling well.
Right. And I went, and she was sitting there, and so she invited me. It's like a chain reaction, right? So that's why, and then we came back and we're just chatting about our experiences and how we feel about being business owners and the challenges, all the things we're talking about, and what supporting each other. We're just having a conversation. And then we thought, you know what? Let's just put this on.
Let's take a picture
let's
first.
Let's take a picture, and then we're like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's put it out there in the universe. And if it can help one lady or one person, then we did our job.
I love taking pictures. They criticize me for it. So let's take a picture, memorialize this conversation, and then she's like, "No, let's make it to a video."
And if we can help one person, we did our job tonight. But we hope we can help more people. So hang in there, go.
Keep moving forward.
Keep crushing it.
Yeah, keep moving forward. Okay, you can get there.
Yeah.
Bye from Saigon.
Saigon.